Hi guys, this is a quick video update. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, but so much has gone on in the last few months and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded a video in what seems like a really long time. Let's see. So the holidays happened. I pretty much went off script for the holidays because I had enough going on and just wanted to get through those. Excuse me. After the holidays, bulletproof coffee. After the holidays, my husband and I usually go on a trip in January for business for him. We go to a convention in California. So I had been being fairly good, not necessarily OMAD, but a lot of the times OMAD at maybe 2 meals a day. But I was eating things I probably shouldn't have. Anyway, my weight went up and down, up and down. We went away to the convention. It was like the second or the third week in January. And then once we came back, I told my husband, okay, there's no more stuff. And we get bogged down, and our issues with food are around holidays and emotions and all this good stuff. So anyway, after we got back from the trip in January, we both went full on keto, which I knew would be the quickest way to get me back into ketosis. And I didn't have the strength to do eat, deplete, repeat just then. So, and that is going to come into play a little bit later on because I love it as a tool. So we went keto because I wanted to get back into ketosis and I wanted to get back where I was. Anyway, I weighed in and I was only, at one point I was like 2 pounds heavier than the last video that I posted. And obviously within a very short period of time, I got back to that and now I am much below. So I think I started at about 212 was the lowest I'd been in like the last year. When I really started getting in touch with fasting and OMAD and all of that stuff, I believe if you look at my Insta, I was either 204 or 206. I can't remember. Either way, it's only a 2 pound difference. So that's when I really got started. And then with EDR, Eat, Deplete, Repeat, and all of that good stuff. So I am now this far away from like 195. So if you look at the grand scheme of things, I've lost like 16 or 17 pounds, but really I'm more in like the 10 or 11 pound range since I really started with fasting and 1 meal a day and eat, deplete, and repeat and all that good stuff. So it's to the point now where I can see a little bit and my face is starting to slim down. I'm feeling better. My clothes are feeling so much better. And on a side note to this, because of poor eating habits and all of that good stuff and digestive issues. And I was actually on what's the equivalent to like Pepcid or the purple pill. What is that? Nexium? Like there are proton pump inhibitors is basically what they are. It's, you go through Tums doesn't work anymore. Then you go to Zantac, and Zantac is an H2 inhibitor, which still is an inhibitor, but it's different. And then eventually the Zantac wasn't working and I wasn't getting relief. So I went to the little purple pill. Well, I've been on that purple pill for way longer than I should. And that is medically good. But in order to get off of them, you have what's called acid rebound. And because the thing in your stomach that produces acid is inhibited, proton pump inhibitor, it stops you from producing your own acid in your tummy so that you don't get heartburn. You can take care of some ulcers and other things like that, which I don't believe I had. I never got checked out. I just had really bad heartburn. I was on that for a really long time. And after the new year, I started weaning myself off by going keto and still only really having 1 meal a day and all of this other stuff. Excuse me, it's cold in here. So anyway, there's a lot of changes that have been going on with me in the last little bit, and I probably should have been documenting better, and I didn't. So I'm gonna get a little bit better at that. I am almost to 195. I've gotten off of proton pump inhibitors. Now I'm back to Zantac, so I'm trying to go backwards in the progression because you go Tums, Zantac, proton pump inhibitor, now going back. So going back, so my stomach is feeling weird because it's still trying to learn how to produce its own acid again, which is a whole nother, maybe I'll get into that someday. But if you're out there and you're on these things, it's really, really hard. I've tried getting off of them like 3 or 4 times, and I've wound up in tears every single time and caving. So that is a huge accomplishment. My stomach still isn't quite right, so I am still taking the Zantac, which I was before, but anyway, doing really good. I've been in solid ketosis for 3 weeks now. As a matter of fact, we went out yesterday and we went into New Haven, which is where Yale University is. And we went to the Apple store to just walk around, and we're walking around Yale University, and we went and had lunch and had shawarma, Middle Eastern food, and shawarma and falafel. And we actually had a little bit of a treat, and we did a chicken shawarma pita. So we did have a pita yesterday, but it wasn't even a full one. So I think from a carb perspective, I didn't even get knocked out of ketosis. So I was still under my carbs for the day, which was fine. And we had, a good dinner last night. So my husband needed it because every once in a while he gets visibly depressed by not having carbs, and me giving him that pita made him a little bit happy yesterday. So full on keto. And I've been following Keto Connect. If you guys don't know, I can't imagine how you don't know who they are. But if not, go and look for them. As a matter of fact, I have a little snack for later because I'm still OMAD, but I do allow myself a snack at like anywhere between 1 and 3 in the afternoon. But it's a keto snack. It's cheese, it's nuts. What else do I have? Cheese, nuts. Oh, hard-boiled eggs. Something like that. But it had done a little review while they were walking through Walmart and stuff, and they had these. I don't know if you guys can see. It's Slim Fast, and it's a keto fat bomb, and it's chocolate, and it's sweet, and it's keto, and they're small. I mean, you can see the size of it in my hand. It looks like a miniature Reese's peanut butter cup, but like that big. Not like the mini minis, but it's decent. I actually get 4 or 5 bites out of this because it is really sweet. But it's a fat bomb, and I brought that as my snack later, and I have my bulletproof coffee. And then tonight we're having pork and broccoli, probably with, I said either butter or cheese sauce, and my husband's hinting at a cheese sauce. So anyway, that's the haps. Still doing everything. The only thing I'm not actively practicing right now is EDR because I am in constant ketosis. But I already told my husband that once we get where I'm a lot more comfortable, I'm going to go back to OMAD and EDR, but I am going to keep it low carb when we're able to safely reintroduce some carbs into our world. And it may not be until goal weight because that's just our personality. Every negative emotion I have, I feed. I've been that way since I was a teenager. It's due to trauma. And it's something I'm overcoming. So right now I've denied. And I just said, no, you don't really need to have these things until we get under control. So I feel like I'm gaining some, but I probably won't go back to OMAD and EDR until I only have about 10 pounds to go. Because then I know I'll be able to control myself better because I've really established that habit of listening to my body and paying attention. My tummy will still have some time to heal. And hopefully by then I'll be better fat adapted. And when I say go back to EDR and having carbs, it's literally, I don't know if you guys have seen on Insta and stuff, I've talked about making shrimp scampi. And instead of the pasta, having green beans. Well, eventually I'll probably reintroduce a little bit of pasta, but still not even what you would consider a serving size, like a very small amount just to give myself the mouthfeel of actually having some pasta. So anyway, that's it. I'm back. I'm going to try to be a little bit better. Thank you all for your patience. And I know I actually have a couple of followers. I don't even know what's up with that. So thanks. I know these videos are off the cuff, not professional, and I'm just documenting. And this is for me, and I've been slacking, and I want to be able to see what I'm doing and how far I'm coming or setback or whatever. So let me know how you guys are doing, what you're doing, how it's working for you. I mentioned Keto Connect. So if you are keto or you do want to be low carb, please go and check them out. If you haven't already, they have like 1 billion followers, but they really break everything down. They do comparisons and side by side, and they tell you how to go shopping at Walmart and find groceries, and they compare the artificial sweeteners, and they're really so good at breaking it down into a way that's easy to digest. And they're normal people, which I like. They don't, they're not, anyway, I could get into, they're real, which I really, really, really like and appreciate. And anyway, check it out if you haven't already, which I'm sure most of you have. So that's it. I will try to update again within about a week. I'm not going to do a ton of these, but at least if I can do 1 or 2 a week, it's a start at me being consistent. I got to get ready for my first patient is coming in, and I will talk to you guys again. So thank you for taking the time to even bother to listen if you've made it this far. Please be gentle, and we're all in this together. So be kind, be nice to people, send people away better than you got them, pay it forward, and just don't be a jerk. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.